Welcome to the sixth episode from Test to Success. I'm Solange, and today with my colleague Miguel Angel Franco, we're going to analyze and develop other aspects related to the writing part of the exam, strategies and some concepts and how to be ready for that part.
Thank you, Sol, and continue with that. In the last episode, we discussed some aspects that appear in the writing or in the international exams, the use of connectors, common issues that have in this part, and some different checks in international exams that could be important in order to comprehend and get ready for this part, right? So, according to that, for that reason, today we present the Writing Survival Kit, where we are going to talk about some other key points for the writing part and some topics related to the same. Taking into account that this is the second part from the previous episode in order to get ready to this writing part that we know is going to be more complicated than the other cases, but I would like to say that with this we are going to be ready. So remember, this podcast can be here every week, so do not miss the next episode. So don't worry, and let's continue. So I would like to know more about this episode. So can you tell us what are going to happen in this part?
Now, it's time to talk about something that literally makes or breaks your performance. Time management. Let's be honest, we all get the same 24 hours a day, but what really matters is how we use them. Managing your time isn't just about writing a never-ending to-do list. It's about making your time work for you and aligning what you do with what truly matters to you. Here's the trick. Be realistic. Don't try to do everything in one day. That's one ticket way to frustration. Instead, organize your day into blocks. One for studying, one for resting, one for moving your body, and maybe one for your personal stuff. You can even keep a time log for a few days just to see where your minutes go. You'll be surprised at how much time leaks into things like scrolling or daydreaming. Now, when it comes to exams like IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge, or PT, time management becomes even more crucial. You need to plan your ideas, write clearly, and still have a few minutes to check your work. And here's a little secret. Good writing isn't just about what you say, but how you connect your ideas. Use and contrast words like however, although, on the other hand, or while. That helps you to organize your thoughts and make your writing flow better, saving your time and making your message stronger. Now, let's talk about some benefits and tips that can really make a difference. One of the main benefits of managing your time effectively is that you learn to control distractions and interruptions, especially in digital environments filled with notification and multitasking. Studies have been shown that the students who develop strategies to manage their attention perform better and feel less overwhelmed. And well, for the tips, here's a quick checkup to keep on track. First, at the start of each week, choose one or two big goals and break them into smaller, manageable tasks. That's helped you a lot. The second one is, maybe reward yourself for sticking to your plans. Don't make it feel tedious work. Make it something meaningful and unique to you. And finally, limit social media or phone distractions during focused time blocks. You can even use apps to block distracting sites. Remember, technology can be your best ally, but also your worst enemy if you don't control it. So, manage your time wisely, protect your focus, and make every minute count. Because when your hours have purpose, your goals start to fall into place.
Okay, but now let's move on to proofreading, the final polish of your writing. Think that it's like checking your outfit before leaving home. Small details make a big difference. when proofreading, look for grammar and usage errors, verb tenses, articles, prepositions, subject, verb, agreement, etc. Other one could be the spelling mistakes. Others could be the punctuation, commas, semicolons, hyphens, apostrophes, the typological errors, like for example repeated words, missing words, the consistency, like spelling of terms, capitalization, abbreviations, the format or the style, reference formats or hiding styles, clarity or readability, sentence length, color phrasing, checking that citations and references are accurate and consistent. For a profit learning strategy, I remember some elements to you, like to let your draft rest for a day, fresh eyes catch more errors, read aloud or to hear word phrasing and read backwards from the end to start for spelling typos so your brain can fill in it. So taking into account this, remember that you can read a draft that you make for a writing part and look up for some mistakes or ideas that you say, I can complement this better, or I can turn this idea in another one in order to comprehend that. So remember to take into account this. The examiners review a lot of things, but I don't know more characteristics about it. Maybe Sol know about that more?
Finally, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools for success and international exams: academic vocabulary. If you are preparing for IELTS, TOEFL, or any international test, having a strong academic vocabulary can change the game. A great place to start is the Academic Word List, or AWL, a collection of high-frequency words that often appear in academic text. Words like analyze, significant, context, or establish. They may sound fancy, but they are the backbone of clear and professional writing. So, how can you actually learn them? You have to listen to podcasts like IELTS podcast or English Academic Vocabulary Booster to hear those words in context. Also, you can create your own digital flashcards or apps like Anki or Quizlet. Or you can read academic articles or opinion essays and highlight any new words that catch your attention. And most importantly, use the new vocabulary in your speaking and writing. Don't just memorize, activate it. Over time, your vocabulary becomes more than just words. It becomes a toolkit you can rely on, not only for your exams, but for your entire academic journey and even beyond. So, keep adding, practicing, and using new words. Every term you learn brings you one step closer to mastering the language.
Okay, so after all these recapitulations, all these characteristics, so let's make a few recap and to foster ideas to make the information more clearly. Manage your time, be aligned with your priorities, to proofread carefully to make your writing professional and build your academic vocabulary step by step using podcasts like this one, so remember heroes every week. List and practice. Maybe we focus more on this part, but remember every part on this test is a formidable foe. You can achieve this challenge. Remember the writing survival kit that we provide to you, and you have this. Your words are powerful and your essay can show it. That is all for our 6th episode of From Test to Success. In next week, Solange and Maria Baron are going to guide you through the 7th episode, Confident Answers, where we are going to talk about how to get ready for the speaking part with another aspect. So bye bye, see you soon, and I hope you are enjoying this episode.